for questions.
Yep. Well, first I'd like to say we were very grateful for this event. It's a great event, first-class event. The venue was great. I'd like to thank our Syracuse fans for coming out. The orange was definitely there, and that's just a testament to our program, to our tradition. So very appreciative of that. I'm excited about that. They were there. They've been with us the last 2 road games, and that's what you need. But, as the game, I thought we played a really good game today. Defensively, I thought we executed the game plan. Oregon's a great offensive team. They can shoot threes, and they shot threes, but I thought we made them take tough threes. Again, rebounding. We rebounded the ball. We won the rebounding battle, so that's always good. And, just from our team, I thought our bench was huge today. I mean, I can't say enough about Quadir, Kyle Cuff, and Benny Williams, Malik Brown. Those guys came in. I mean, we scored 44 points off the bench today, so that was huge. But I was really just happy for Benny and Kyle. Hadn't really got a good rhythm the last couple of games, but they stepped right in and made huge contributions on both ends. And I think, going forward, that's what makes this team special, I think. I think we can be special. I think we can be really good. I thought our defense made a big jump today. Again, guarding on the perimeter and rebounding the basketball. So overall, it was a good game. We were very excited to be here. We played against a really, really good Oregon team. I know they're not healthy, and they're going to be really good when they get everybody back. So, but we just, I thought we played our best game so far this year on both ends of the floor.
Adrian, what's the difference in your defense from today compared to the first few games of the season?
Well, I think you can look at the three-point shooting percentages. I think we're doing a better job of locating shooters, even though, again, three-point shooting is a part of the game, so people take a ton, but I think we're doing a better job of making people take either quick or contested threes, where in the beginning of the year I thought people got too many wide-open ones.
Coach, was there anything improved about on-court communication with the players?
No, I just think our preparation. My coaching staff is great. We had some time off to prepare for this game, and my coaching staff did a great job of preparing these guys and knowing what to expect. And so I thought our guys did it. We talk about the plan. Having a plan. Before we go out and play, 2 days before we talk about, hey, do we understand the plan? Now let's go out and execute the plan. So the communication, yes. Communication from the scout all the way down to the game plan.
What about the players themselves? Looked like Judah and Quadir were pretty vocal on the floor.
They always very vocal. Those two are very vocal. But no, I think, we always talk about defenses, you got to communicate. So that's what you see in guys communicating, talking things through. That's the way you become a good defensive team, by talking and communicating. Again, sometimes it's not even, my call. They may see something because they're in the game. As long as they communicate it and we can make it work, I'm okay with that.
Adrian, you mentioned Benny and Kyle coming off the bench. They were your 2 leading scorers at halftime. Was that something that surprised you, or was this something you were seing in practice over the past couple of weeks going into today's game?
Probably the last couple of weeks. I thought Benny and Kyle had really good practices. I know Kyle really kind of stepped up in the last couple of weeks of practice, and Benny has been the same as well. So I've seen it in practice. Practice is important for us. Our guys come out, they compete. It's no way you can get on the court if you don't do it in practice. If I don't see it, I got to be able to trust you and see it in practice. So the one thing that this team has done has gotten better, with our practice habits and how we prepare.
You guys played a lot of games in November. Did having a whole week off before this game prove pivotal in how you guys played today?
It did. I thought it did. I was actually a little nervous. That was the longest break that we had up until the season started. We had like you said, a lot of games in November and being on the road. But I thought November prepared us to go play on the road. And I think in the last 2 games, you've seen that come to fruition, us being able to play on the road, defend, and play well. So I'm glad that we needed some days off, but I was still a little weary about it.
Coach Eric being named impressed in Dakota. Now, Kyle had that nice pick and roll play to Malik to kind of get the offense going there early. Just how impressed were you with the way your bench brought the energy to get back from that early deficit?
I was really impressed with our bench. I've been preaching this from when we started in July. We can go 9, 10 deep. sometimes 11, depending on the game and the situation. So it's always good, when you have the vision of, what your team can be. Sometimes, it's hard for them to see that. You got to work on that and communicate that. And when it comes to fruition, you're happy about it and excited about it. And that's what happened today. Again, I told Kyle him and Benny the last 2 weeks, keep working, and they didn't hold their head down. They came to practice every day, and they got after it. I'm glad that they was able to help us win the game today.
Early on, Benny missed some games, missed some time. How close is he to being the player that you think he can be?
I think he's doing it every day. He's being more consistent. So I think it's just a matter of time for him. But I think what he did today, that's good. That's a good start. That's good. Again, I don't like to put any type of limits or type of ideas about what these players can be. Just play and do what we want to do and execute and play hard, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Adrian, at one point your team was down by 10, and there was a timeout. What was the message to your team then, and do you think that playing so many games in November, that this break sort of led to that bit of a slow start? Absolutely.
We've started games slow in a couple of our early games, we feel like a veteran team now. We got a lot of games in, and our schedule was great. Getting a chance to play against, Gonzaga and Tennessee, and then even our, the Cornells and all those teams. All those teams that we played this year, our schedule has been very competitive for us, and we've been in all types of situations. So I think, it was no panic. I think we knew what we were doing. We turned the ball over too much, and then defensively we weren't locked in, when we came into that timeout. And that's what we talked about. Hey, getting locked in on defense, that's where everything starts. And then offense, just take care of the basketball. We didn't do a great job of doing that today, but, again, they overcame that with great defense and rebounded.
Good time for one more. When Quadier's playing the way he has the last couple of games, who's he remind you of?
Nothing that pops into my mind right now, but I know I'm very excited when he's playing like that. He helps us. He's a really, really good player. He's talented. He's just as talented as anyone that we have, in this program. And I think people, are starting to see that. I think he's growing. He's a guy that, what you call versatile. Versatile. I know some people, our Syracuse fans, they want to may say, hey, Josh Pace or whatever the case may be. I don't like doing that, but because again, he's just talented. He can do a lot of things for us, and he is.
Thanks. We'll do player.
Thank you, guys.